Carson Arthur returns, ladies and gentlemen. Here he is. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good to see you.
I can't believe how sunny it is out here. This is awesome. This is what the long weekend's supposed to look like.
We're going to work on some things to spruce up your place, and this really applies to people who maybe are trying to sell at this time of year, right?
Absolutely. We got a bunch of new statistics, and that's what we're going to talk about today. How to make the most of your home, especially when it's about the outdoor spaces. Now, I'm going to put you to the test a little bit.
Okay.
Kitchen's a bath.
Yes.
How much money do you make for every dollar that you spend on your house on a kitchen and a bathroom?
That's a complicated question. It's
Absolutely.
math.
It's math.
No.
So for every dollar that you spend, Gallup Poll organization has decided that for every dollar you spend on your kitchen, you get about 70 cents back.
Okay.
Any guesses how much you get back from landscaping?
I bet you it's more.
It is more.
How much?
$1. For every dollar that you spend. Yeah. So every dollar you spend outside this weekend, you're going to get a $1 return when you sell your home.
When you sell your home.
Yeah, and there's a reason why. Curb appeal is not about, you know, just making your house pretty. Curb appeal is about making first impressions. And you need to make a good first impression, whether you're having guests over for dinner or you're actually trying to sell your home. And we now know first impressions are not being made at the front door anymore. They're being made the moment people see your house for the very first time.
Right.
So that's the outside. Front yards. Do you know how much your front yard is worth to your house's property?
I don't, but you're going to tell me.
Absolutely. A good front yard can raise your home's value 7%.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Is that right?
The average house cost in Canada is $300,000. So your front yard on a $300,000 home is worth $21,000.
And we're not talking about extravagance here. We're just talking about having a nice?
Yeah, be smart. There's some really great tips, and I'm going to show people how to do that today.
Let's go then.
All right. Do you know how much this bench is worth to you?
How much I would pay for it?
Yeah. Well, I can tell you, I spent $90 at Home Depot yesterday morning for it.
That's it.
Yeah. It's worth about $8 grand.
Just by putting it out on...
By putting a bench in the front yard, you instantly create a welcoming space. Realtors tell you, yeah, absolutely, that if you have seating in the front yard, nice pillows, a little bit of color, you can actually increase your home's value 3 to 5% just by making people smile.
A couple of folding chairs is not going to do it.
If they're camping chairs, no, that's not going to work. Now, we were talking earlier, and you mentioned that you used to have a tree in your front yard.
Something happened to the tree. I had to cut it down.
Unfortunately, that cost you a lot of money.
It sure did.
You might as well just tear it up right now. That tree in your front yard's worth 3% to your home's value.
3%?
3%. So for most of us, that's a $9,000 to $10,000, $12,000 tree in your front yard.
That's a $10,000 tree.
That you no longer have. Well done.
Man.
The key is they've actually done studies showing that a house with a tree in the front yard versus a house without a tree in the front yard sells at 3% higher. Just because the shade, the appearance of the space, it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. One
just
tree.
Like that.
Just like that.
Let me ask you this. Having nice flowers and like these pots and so on.
Flowers are really important, but you can't rely on flowers to sell your home. And I know a lot of gardeners out there are going to be very disappointed, but flowers only bloom a couple of weeks of the year. So there's going to be a couple weeks that your house looks fantastic, but if you go with a planter like this, put in a shot of color at the front door, whether your garden's in bloom or not, you can always maintain color. You can cheat. That's what I like to do. Put the color at the front door, pop it out if it dies, put a new one in, less complicated.
Exactly.
Now, another thing that you have to remember, people always think about cleaning the house. Make the house nice and clean inside. You got to do the same outside. It's just as important, if not more important, because that's actually a lot of money that you're leaving on the table.
Is that why you brought along these bad boys?
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm a huge fan of using the battery-powered tools from Black & Decker.
Okay.
The reason why, I tell people, charge up the battery, make sure the batteries are ready to go, and every night after work, when you get home, spend 10 minutes just cleaning the front yard. And by using battery systems like this, you can actually just have one battery, switch it between the tools, and off you go.
Just
Easy.
Like that?
Just like that.
So this is obviously a trimmer that's got the battery free hands. You're good to go. You don't have to be tied to an electrical cord.
Absolutely. And what's really nice is these new 36 volts, exact same amount of power as if gas or electric.
What's this thing?
That's my new favorite toy of the year.
What is it?
It's the garden claw. Can you get her go?
Yeah.
There you go. It's a perfect tool for going in between the plants, for mulching the garden. If you've got work to do this weekend, this is the tool for you. I love it.
Usually you had to do that twisty thing.
And after about 20 minutes, your back starts to hurt.
Yeah.
This one you can go for hours. It's easy. I love this tool. My new favorite tool.
I like it.
And it's lightweight, so you can go for a long time on it.
All right, listen, you're going to be back a little later.
More tips.
We're going to even do more for your home.
Absolutely, lots to share.
We're going to have my house sold by the end of this program. That's the way it's going to go. Carson Arthur, ladies and gentlemen. Carson Arthur.